Oh, hi there! Welcome to Far From Expert Cooking. Now, you've probably noticed that I'm not the regular Ben. My name is also Ben, but I have been handed the reins for this week. A bit of a collaboration, if you like. And I'm going to be doing some baking. And today we are going to be making Slutty Brownies. And here they are. This is what we're making today, Slutty Brownies. So decadent, so dangerous, so indulgent. They should, quite frankly, be illegal, but they're not. Basically what it is it's a layer of cookie dough, and then you've got a layer of Oreo biscuits, and then on top you have the classic chocolate brownie. It is incredible. The smell here is so intoxicating. I just want to dive in, but we're going to bake them first and then we'll taste them. Now, you're probably more familiar with Ben's kind of haphazard style of cooking. Well, unfortunately, baking is a little bit more scientific, so there are going to be a few more rules in today's episode than what you've come to know and love from this channel. You'll see the ingredients that we've got in front of us. It may seem a little bit daunting on first glance, but don't worry, because it's very, very easy to follow. It looks much more complicated than it actually is, and you'll get some really nice results because this is just an amazing treat to enjoy. So the ingredients you'll need, we've got plain flour, we've got caster sugar, brown sugar, a little bit of table salt, some corn flour, bicarbonate of soda. You'll need 2 packs of Oreo biscuits, some vanilla extract, 3 eggs, a kind of packet of unsalted butter, some dark chocolate for the brownie layer, some white chocolate chips, and I've also got some milk chocolate that's cooling in the fridge that we're going to grate as well to add a little bit of a different texture. So first of all, we're going to start off with the cookie layer. To start, I've put some light brown sugar, so we've got 125 grams of that, and 115 grams of unsalted butter. I've just cut it up a little bit to help it easier to mix. And then you just literally beat it together until it's light and fluffy, so this will take a few minutes. That's a really nice fluffy consistency now. I've done it old school with a wooden spoon. You can do it yourself with a mixer if you don't have time. It's entirely up to you. And now we're going to add an egg to the mixture. And mix that in as well. We've got half a teaspoon now of the vanilla extract, so that's just going to go in to add to the flavour. And I've just weighed out 225 grams of plain flour, just sifting that through the sieve. Oh, get on the floor then. And in that goes, and let's mix all that in. So we've nearly mixed the dough together now. I'm just adding half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda and half a teaspoon of salt, too much of that, and a tablespoon of cornflour. I'll bring it all together. And add some more cornflour to shopping. So it's all mixed in now, just using my hands to press it all together into a bit of a dough, and then we'll add the milk chocolate chips, but it's important that we do this bit first because we don't want the chocolate to start melting in our hands. So as I said at the beginning, we're going to use 2 types of chocolate in this recipe. I've got white chocolate chips here, so I'm going to put 75 grams of these into the mix. So I've got another 75 grams, this time of milk chocolate. This has been in the fridge, and that makes it easier to grate. So I've decided to do 2 types of chocolate really, just to give different textures to the cookie dough layer. But as I say, if you are going to grate chocolate, it does grate really well. You can see there some nice curls that are coming out. But do put it in the fridge first because it just is not as soft. And it just grates so much easier. Obviously, health and safety rules apply. Do be careful if you are grating chocolate, particularly when you get down to the last end piece, because obviously your fingers do get quite close to the grater. So you can either just chop this last bit by hand, or if you're like me, you actually added another 5 grams to the recipe and you can quick it well. Try not to manhandle the dough too much, because you don't want all the chocolate to melt. But as you can see there, we've got the nice big white chocolate chips, and then we've got the milk chocolate curls inside the dough. I've prepared a tin, a baking tin, which I've lined with baking paper. Now you can use a square tin or an oblong tin, it's entirely up to you. Obviously the larger the tin that you use, the thinner the Slutty Brownies are going to be once complete. So this one is about, I think, 20 centimetres by about 10 centimetres, so that one should be fine. And then yeah, just put it in and make sure you press it down and push it right to the sides and get it all the same thickness. I've pushed the cookie dough right to the edges as far as I can, made sure it's nice and smooth, same width and thickness across. And now what we need to do is we need to put it in the freezer for 20 minutes. You can put it in the fridge for an hour if you want, but for quickness, I'm going to put it in the freezer for 20 minutes. It needs to be cool, it needs to be cold, because obviously we're going to put 2 more layers on top, and for them all to cook at the same time in the oven, it needs to be, the cookie dough needs to be pretty cold. So I'll put that in the freezer and we'll see you in 20 minutes. "20 minutes later, we've got a lovely cold, crisp cookie dough. So bring that back to the workstation, and as I said, now you'll need 2 packets of Oreo biscuits. Other biscuits are available, and it's entirely up to you. You can break them up to put as your middle layer. What I like to do though is just layer them in one by one. So that basically means that every slice, every piece of the cake, of the Slutty Brownie, everybody gets 1 Oreo in them, roughly. Lovely stuff. So now it's time to make our brownie layer. So the next thing you need to do is you need to melt the dark chocolate. That's 100 grams of dark chocolate and 100 grams of the unsalted butter. I'm doing it over a pan in a glass bowl, but you can do it in the microwave as well if you're careful. So we'll just let all that melt in, and I'll see you in a few moments. So I've taken that off the boil now, and before it cools, I've just got to quickly whisk together. I've got 2 eggs here and 140 grams of caster sugar, so I'll just mix that. And now I'm going to add the melted chocolate mix to the egg and sugar. The bowl might still be a little bit hot, so just be careful. Use a tea towel or another glove. Just getting the last bits of the melted chocolate into the bowl. In this bowl, I've got 50 grams of plain flour and 25 grams of cocoa powder, so that's all going in now as well. You don't have to sieve it. I just like doing it, not gonna lie. So the mixture's solidifying a little bit now, so I don't think I'll need the whisk anymore, and it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Very good. Final piece of the puzzle, it's another 150 grams of chocolate chips, but again, I've decided to mix it up. So I've got 75 grams of white chocolate chips here, they're going in. And I've also grated some more of that lovely chocolate, that milk chocolate that we had before. So those milk chocolate curls are going in. So that's 75 grams of each, 150 grams. and then give that one last fold. It should be quite gloopy now, certainly not as runny as it was before when we had the melted chocolate. And it should be getting that lovely kind of cake battery, brownie kind of feel. Absolutely beautiful. Smells gorgeous. And the last bit before we cook is just getting all that mixture and putting it on top of the cookie dough and the Oreo brownie layer to make that top layer chocolate brownie. And again, just put it in the middle. Try not to disturb the biscuits too much, he says. Just make sure that every part of the tin is covered on top. None of the Oreo biscuits are showing underneath. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it's just an aesthetic thing. And then it's nice and evenly distributed throughout the tin. That is that. A lot of steps there, a lot of ingredients, but actually to put it all together, it's very, very straightforward. Now we're going to cook it in the oven. We're going to cook it at around 180 or 160 if you've got a fan. And then we'll cook that for about 25 to 30 minutes. Just check it after 25 minutes. Sometimes it might take a smidge longer, so if you need to cook it for 35 minutes, don't be worried. So, there we go. We'll see you on the other side. I wish you could smell what I'm smelling because it is incredible. 25 minutes has passed and I think it's about ready. It will still cook a little bit. Look at that, beautiful. Will still be cooking a little bit, so the important thing is to leave it on the side now to rest, and in a wee while we will cut it up. And now the best bit. The time has come for us to taste this Slutty Brownie. So let's dive straight in. They're still a little bit warm. I'm just going to have a little bit because I am actually cooking a roast dinner at the minute, so I just want to try a bit. But you can see the layer, the cookie, the Oreo and the brownie has just risen slightly. It's absolutely beautiful. And now, oh my gosh, that is a sensation. So as Ben would say, like, subscribe, comment, send us some pictures of how you've tried them, and let us know how you get on, and then more importantly, how you eat them. If you want to, you can warm them up a little bit just before you serve them. Nice dollop of ice cream always goes down well, but to be honest, they taste good hot, cold. In the bath, watching telly, at the end of a meal, whenever you want. These are adorable.